Okay guys, welcome to the video. So today I want to talk to you about a couple of things that's happening in the boxing world. We're going to look at a couple of different weight divisions, and we're going to start with Floyd Mayweather. We know that Floyd Mayweather is retired, he's not boxing anymore, but now recently he's been saying that he wants to fight again, but he doesn't want to fight against a boxer. He's going to fight against a MMA fighter, mixed martial arts. Now, the guy he's going to fight is a guy by the name of Conor McGregor from Ireland. That's in the United Kingdom. Okay, Ireland. Conor McGregor, he represents the UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championships. He's their number one fighter, or he used to be. He lost his last fight. Okay, but Conor is a good MMA fighter. He's got a good all-round game. Grappling, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, stand-up boxing, you know, he's got it all. But this is a boxing match, guys. It's two different sports. So it's a mismatch. You know, Conor is going to get his ass kicked. If you take Floyd and you put him in a cage to fight Conor McGregor, Floyd will get his back broken, believe me. You get his arm broken or his legs, you know. But so this is a boxing match. Conor McGregor has never boxed. Now he's going to fight one of the best boxers ever. It's actually stupid, you know. It's just a money-making scheme. I think they should take the money they made from that fight and they should give it to the poor people. That's what I say. Then I'll actually pay to watch that fight if they do that. Okay, so that's Floyd Mayweather for you. So we're going to move up to the heavyweight division. The heavyweight division has been a bit dead and quiet for a few years while the Klitschko brothers were champions. But older brother Vitaly is retired. Younger brother lost. Vladimir, he's lost his last fight against England's Tyson Fury. He lost on points over 12 rounds. Now there's going to be a rematch, and Klitschko has said that he's going to win the rematch. You know what? This is a difficult one because I tell you what, when you become a champion, especially a world champion, from there on, you only improve, you get better, you don't go backwards, you go forwards. Okay, so this is the situation which should be the situation with Tyson Fury. He's won the world championship, he's young, I think he's 28 or 29. He should improve and get better. He should win his next fight, especially as it's in his hometown of Manchester, England. But Tyson Fury, he's talking a lot of negative stuff on the internet. He's saying stuff like this. He doesn't care if this is his last fight. All he wants to do is enjoy his money because he's a millionaire and he wants to get fat and all that stuff. And that's what he's been saying. No lies. That's what he said, you know. Doesn't sound good, you know. Especially against Vladimir Klitschko. You can't underestimate him. Vladimir has been knocked out. In 2001, he got knocked out by South Africa's Saunders. Knocked him out in 2 rounds, cold. But Klitschko, as I told you, he's a bit special. He came back, he went back to the drawing board and he changed his whole style. And he became more of a boxer than a brawler. And for the since then, he's never lost a fight. You know, he's been a world champion, and his only loss was against Tyson Fury. So that should be a good fight, guys. You know, Fury should win, but we don't know with his head. You know, he's a bit of a loose cannon. So it should be a good fight, and it's going to happen soon, I believe. I'm not 100% sure of the date, but it's going to happen, I think, in a month or two, a couple of weeks from here on. Okay, so we're going to stay with the heavyweight division. As I said, it's been dead for a few years, but now all of a sudden it seems alive. There's a lot of good boxers. You got Deontay Wilder from America. He's a good fighter. He's a boxer. He's a puncher. He can take I don't know if he can take a punch. That's, you know, but he's got all the other moves. He seems to be the real deal. Also, Britain has got a couple of heavyweights. England, they've got David Haye, who boxed on the weekend. We're going to talk about that fight. We've got Anthony Joshua, who was the IBF champion. He won his IBF belt by fighting a bum. You know, he fought a guy I don't know how Charles Martin, how he became champion. I'm trying to figure it out, because Anthony Joshua just hit him, boom, with the right hand, the fight's over. Okay, so there's also a couple other heavyweights in Britain. Okay, but so things are looking good there. Now David Haye, he boxed on the weekend. This past weekend. His last two fights have been mismatches. He fought guys. I don't know where they got their opponents from. He won his fights in the first round. He just barely touches his opponent, and the guy he falls down. So you know what, David Haye, we know he's a good boxer. I was lucky enough to train with him, and I learned a few moves from him, and I learned a lot from him basically, from watching him train and fight. He's very talented. He's got power, knockout power. He's got all the moves. He's got good timing, good speed. He's got a nice style. But you know what? He's fighting these bums. I don't think he's going to do him any favors. My advice is, David Haye, you should fight guys that are going to take you past 5 rounds. You don't want to knock out everyone. It's not going to mean nothing. I mean, even if you're getting the rounds in the gym, if you're sparring in the gym 10 to 12 rounds every week, that's fine. But you still need that. Sparring and a fight is two different things. You need the rounds in a fight. You need a hard opponent, someone who's not going to beat you, okay? But he's not going to fall. He's going to stand there. He's going to take your punches. He's going to take you past 8 rounds. That's what you want. That's what you need. You need those rounds. But it's just my opinion. Now on the undercard of David Haye's fight was Shannon Briggs from America. I think he's 48 years old now. He's asthmatic. He fought and he knocked the guy out in the first round. Also fought a complete nobody. And Shannon is, the way I see it, Shannon Briggs is fighting David Haye in David Haye's next fight. I don't know what's going on. You know what? How can the British Boxing Board of Control sanction this fight? I'm not sure. I know the British Boxing Board of Control, their rules are, if you're asthmatic, you can't box for them. You can't box. It's against their rules and regulations. Okay, it's a lot of shit if you ask me, but that's their rules. Shannon Briggs has asthma, but he boxed. So how did it happen? Maybe someone can comment and someone can tell me the story, because I'm in the dark here. Shannon Briggs is, I think, 48 years old. He's going to get hurt against David Haye. David Haye, he's good. He's the real deal, So let's see if that fight happens. But my prediction, Shannon is a good oak. He's a good guy. He's a funny guy. He promotes himself well. Let's go champ. Let's go champ. It's all good. It's all good. But this is boxing. It's a dangerous sport. You're putting your life on the line. So that's my opinion on that fight. And we move back down to the middleweight division. We know that the main man there used to be Canelo Alvarez. He was a lineal champion. He was a WBC world champion after knocking out the welterweight, believe it or not. And then when he knocked out Amir Khan, he said in the ring, he invited Triple G into the ring, and he said, "Come on, let's go, man, let's go. The people want to see the fight. We're going to give you the fight. We don't fuck around in Mexico." That's his words. Excuse my language, but that's his words. We don't fuck around in Mexico. Everybody thought, wow, the fight's going to happen. He's going to fight Triple G. Good, man. It's going to be a good fight. Boxing needs this. 2 weeks later, he said, "No, I'm not a middleweight. Sorry, I can't fight Triple G." He's scared, that's obviously it. He's scared. He's a little mommy's boy. I think he must go back to his mommy. He must give up boxing. That's what he must do. I think he must go and play bowls. Those bowls they play on the greens. Go and play bowls. That's a good sport for him. Won't get any injuries there. Leave the boxing to the real men. So there's also in the middleweights, there's Chris Eubank from England and Billy Joe Saunders as well. I think they boxed before and Billy Joe beat him. They might have a rematch, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But hopefully one of those two guys can step up and fight Triple G. If someone can fight him, you know, we just want to see a fight at the end of the day. We want to see Triple G. He doesn't have time on his side. He's 34 years old. He's getting on. You know, I think he's at his prime now, but he needs to fight. He needs to clean up. I think he needs to beat Billy Joe. He needs to beat Eubank. And there's even Miguel Cotto. I mean, he boxed at middleweight. Why doesn't he fight Triple G? And after that, Triple G can move up to super middleweight if he wants, you know. But clean up in the middleweight division first, and then move up. Okay. And finally, we're going to move up to the light heavyweight division, where there's a bit of good news, because two real boxers are fighting against each other. It's Andre Ward from America against Sergey Kovalev from Russia. It's a very good, I think, fight of the year. Definitely, this is going to be fight of the year. Two excellent boxers. Maybe Andre has the advantage when it comes to skills, but not much. A little bit, just a little bit. Ward is a good, Kovalev is quality. Ward has the advantage with boxing skills and scientific boxing, but Kovalev is a bit strong. He's a bit stronger than Ward, and my money is on Sergio Kovalev. Sergio Kovalev, I would say he's going to stop Andre Ward or beat him on points. So, but you know what? Again, anything can happen in boxing. I might be wrong. May the best man win. Until next time, adios.